Hey everybody, my name's James and this is West Tennessee Living. Appreciate you stopping by the channel. Um, I literally just pulled this tool out of the box. It got delivered. I got the text from my from FedEx saying that it was arrived, and I literally just got out of the box. I've already dug one hole. I cannot wait to show you this tool. Watch and learn, my friend. Oops. That's how it's done.
This is muddy.
That's all the way down to the ground. As I'm digging the holes here, I'm going to share a little bit about it with you, so what I've seen so far. That was literally my second hole I just dug. That very first one down there I did by hand. It was awful. And I just did those three. So actually I've done 3 holes with it now. But the auger appears to be about 8 inches wide. And from the very, very tip, you're looking at 2 inches long, or at 2 foot long. So right now, I have a half charged 6 amp and a fully charged 4 amp. And that thing, you just about have to keep it. You have to actually pull up on it, or it just wants to dig. It is insane how much that thing pulls down. And when it pulls down is that time it got bogged down here just a moment ago. But I cannot believe the power of this thing. I can only imagine what it'd be like with 2 6 amps or 2 8 amps, or I can't even imagine the 2 12s. Several things I like about this so far. It's not heavy at all. I mean, pick it up with one hand. It's really not heavy. You ain't having to crank no stinking gas. You pick it up and pull it. You know, kind of the same deal like with the chainsaw. It might not have as much power as a gas, but the convenience of it. There's a safety knob on it. You pull the trigger and go. Just to hit something there. Ooh. Ah, hit a rock. Ah, dang, that hurt. Must have hit a rock. See what's down there. Yep. See what that's about. Let's try again. Okay, 8 to the rest of the rock. I mean, it just wants to keep going. There's no reason to make fun of how I have this string lined out here. That's not what the video is about. To demonstrate you how this sweet little tool here works. It would have been nice to see a bubble on the top of this as a level, so you can see if your hole is going straight or not. I'm gonna switch to low and see what that's like. Okay, so I don't think it's a torque deal. Whoops. Uh-oh. Let's try reverse. Okay, now let's go high. Oops. Must be something down there. I just busted through something. That is remarkable. You know, it's not that it's not unmanageable, but that gives you a workout. I mean, that ain't no joke. It's really powerful. And that's just with a 4 and a 6 amp battery. I'm super impressed with that. So I just did 5 holes here. Actually 6 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what the battery life is like on this. See, on the fully charged 4 amp, still have 2 bars, and the half charge 6 still has 2 bars on the half charge. That's it had 3 bars on it when I started. Right out of the box, I am extremely impressed with this thing. I did that first hole by hand. That took me probably, I don't know, a good 10-15 minutes. My arms are killing me. I'm tired. I just walked up to our property because I got at the top to the street because I got the notification on my phone. It took me longer to assemble it than it did for me to do 6 holes. The assembly wasn't really a big deal. It was this chunk by itself, and then these 2 bars that bolts on it, and they give you a little wrench and a little star key. So you don't have to get any tools to put it together. And then this here is on a pin, so that you can change the augers. And then it has this little twist cable here in the back. If you ever have to take it all back apart, it just twists apart. Just to kind of show you a little bit of the controls on it. We have the toggle switch. All the way back is reverse. Then in the middle is low. The top is high. Then you have to push this knob and pull the trigger at the same time. So there's a little bit of safety on it. It will not run unless it has both batteries in. So if I take this one out, there's the green light flashes on the back saying run, but it's not going to do anything unless both batteries are in. I'm not sure if I like it or not. I mean, I could see what happens is your batteries go dead, you got one battery left, and you got just a little bit of a hole done, and it would be nice if it would do just enough to, finish off the hole or whatnot. I'm not sure about the safety, about how sweet that is or not. But really, there's nothing much else to say. You don't have to crank a gas engine. You don't got to bring gasoline. You're not fighting with the choke and all the other stupid stuff. You're not hearing it whine the whole time. I've used gas-powered postal diggers before, and they're nothing but a pain. And those, they can potentially get away from you. Where this here, if you let the trigger go, it quits. It stops. I mean, and then even still, the battery is going to go down long before the gas tank runs out of gas. So I love it. What's kind of cool about it, this is around Memorial Day, and I got on day before yesterday to buy it. It was $579, I think. It comes with a charger and 2 4-amp batteries, which I don't really care about because I've got plenty of batteries and plenty of chargers. It came with the pack anyways. But then I got on the Memorial Day the very next day, the sale, and it went from $597 to $449. So if you add the batteries and the charger, that's going to be 180 bucks just by itself, which puts this at a bare tool down to really inexpensive. I'm not going to sit here and do the math. You can do the math. I think it's a great value on a sale like that. You can't buy a gas powered one for that price. So I think it's got boatloads of power. I mean, it just did 6 holes with nothing but a breeze. Granted, my ground is a little soft right now because it's been rainy. So I don't really know how much of a factor that is, but I like it. I'm happy with it. If you do very many, post hole digging, I would absolutely take the plunge. I think it's great. I'm not sponsored by Ridgid. Ridgid doesn't even know my name, doesn't even know I exist, but I love their products. I've been buying Ridgid for a long time. I've got some tools that are 15 and, well, about 15 years old. So they're great stuff. I would recommend it. Go get you the Ridgid post hole digger and see what you think. My name's James. Channel's West Tennessee Living. Appreciate you watching the video. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. I'd appreciate it. See you in the next video.